right. First best ball draft on the YouTube channel. Welcome to everyone. If you guys aren't familiar with best ball drafts, it is a fantasy football draft like one you normally do, but without the season-long commitment. You draft a team, you don't have to worry about it, which is why I'm able to draft hundreds of teams every single year and win a bunch of money. I won a little over $5,000 last year, which is nothing crazy, but hey, a win's a win, so we'll take it. So hopping in this draft right now, just waiting on it to fill up. If you guys want to draft with me, hop on Underdog.com, fast puppy draft, and we can get it going. Let's see what spot we get here. If you guys aren't familiar, I have made a living off betting on sports. This is one of the avenues that I use to make money. And I love fantasy football, so it just goes hand in hand perfectly. We are in here at pick 9. Not terrible. Actually, who am I kidding? Pick 9 is one of the worst. You really want to be top, I would say top 8, but honestly, I want one of those elite receivers, and on Underdog, they go off the board so quick that it's tough to do much. But we're gonna make it happen. CeeDee Lamb off the board first. Usually you see CMC first off the board, but this draft is going a little differently, I guess. I do find it easier to make teams when you start wide receiver out the gate. Then you're able to take that running back in the third round, take that elite quarterback in the fourth, fifth, or you're able to get one of the elite tight ends. But we're just going to make do. We're going to make do with what we got. We're going to make it happen. So here we go. Coming in here at pick 9. Wow. We're going to end up getting Bijan Robinson here at pick 9. Hey, I can't complain about that. I will take that all day. If you want to tune in live, I am live on YouTube right now. You can check out the draft there. Should move this camera over here. Get it out of the way. Yeah, that's better. All right, we're on the clock. Next pick here. After starting Bijan, I really do not want a running back here. I'm probably going to end up taking a wide receiver. I'd say Chris Olave, but I just took Olave in one of my drafts earlier. So this time we're going to go with Brandon Ayuk. I think that's a solid pick. As long as he stays in San Francisco, he's going to be all right. If he gets traded, it's not going to be good. Unless he gets traded to, like, the Chargers or somewhere like that. But if he's traded to, like, the Steelers or Washington, it's not going to be a good look for him this year. Let's adjust this a little bit. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend so far. What do I think about round 2 receivers? I think everybody here in this round 2 is it's a pretty flat tier. Like all these guys, I'd say are going to have around similar projections. I mean, Debo, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Brandon Ayuk, like those guys are all kind of on a flat plane. It's going to be tough to determine like who's going to do better out of those guys, and that's kind of the big mix-up in fantasy drafts right now. People are just taking whoever they think in that round 2 receiver pool. It's going to be my goal to just mix up my combinations as much as possible, give myself the best chance of, advancing a team to the playoffs and the finals. So I just try to mix it up with those receivers there. And since we went running back receiver out the gate, I am looking to go with another receiver right here. I really do not want to take another running back. Obviously, if the value falls, like if Kyron fell to pick 9 there, I'd probably have to take it, but I'm really looking receiver right here. That A.J. Brown pick at 7, that's an interesting one. Usually you don't see A.J. Brown go before Breece and Bijan, but in this draft they did, so worked out for us because usually pick 9 we would have got A.J. Brown, which is not the worst thing in the world. But I think here we take Stephon Diggs. I look at Diggs as that last receiver in that round 2 tier. You could make an argument for Michael Pittman or Tank Dell, but I think Stephon Diggs is a better player than them. Yeah, Tank Dell isn't the same offense, and I could see Tank Dell having a better season than Stephon Diggs just because of random variance. It's just, it can go either way. But I would say Stephon Diggs is on my rankings above Tank Dell still. But if Stephon Diggs got picked, I probably still would have took Tank Dell over Michael Pittman. That's a tough one, though. That is a tough one. I think the Tank Dell spike week is more likely than a Michael Pittman spike week, and in best ball, that's what you're looking for, the players with the most upside, and I think Tank Dell's upside is a little bit more than Michael Pittman's. So right here we got Travis Kelce falling to us. We also could take T. Higgins or Jalen Hurts. I think right here we got 2 receivers. We got a good running back. I think we can afford to take Travis Kelce. Getting that elite tight end just can separate you from the crowd. So I think we take Travis Kelce there. Started Bijan, Brandon Ayuk, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce. Not the worst start. We just gotta bring it home now. Hopefully we can hit on some late running back values. Isaiah Pacheco taken over Travis Etienne. I haven't seen that a lot. Usually I see Etienne go before Pacheco, but they're about the same, I would say. But I prefer Etienne. I think Etienne has a little bit more upside as far as a spike week. But Pacheco's not a bad pick. Looks like Etienne might fall to the team at 1 or 2 here, which could be especially team 1 here. If they're able to start CD, Malik Neighbors, Devontae Smith, Travis Etienne, that's a great start. And they take Kincaid. Wow. That's interesting. I'm not crazy about Malik Neighbors. It's tough to really go all in on a rookie, especially in the start of the second round. He's not going to be in the best offense. Yes, he is a great talent coming out of college, but it's hard to expect Malik Neighbors to come out and give you that early round 2 value compared to someone like Jalen Waddle, Debo, Chris Olave. Like we've already seen. Oh, actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I meant beginning of the 3rd round, Malik Neighbors. But taking him over Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, DK, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. We've seen those guys put up good numbers before, and just bet on a rookie's tough. It looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to fall to us. Wow, that is a dream. 10 picks past ADP. We're going to get Patrick Mahomes to stack up with Travis Kelce. Wow. That's a decent start here. That is a decent start. Bijan Robinson, Brandon Ayuk, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes stack with Mahomes and Kelce. Mahomes falling 10 picks past ADP. Kelce, we got him right around his ADP. Not bad. Not a bad start. I think we shoot for a receiver here. Maybe we could take Joe Mixon with have a little bit of correlation in the Houston offense with Stephon Diggs. But I do want a receiver here. Xavier Worthy would stack with Mahomes. I think we take Xavier Worthy here. If we didn't start Bijan, I probably would take one of these running backs. But we started Bijan. Worthy stacks with the team. I think we just take Xavier Worthy. Not too bad. I like this start. I really like this start. We're starting out Bijan Robinson, Brandon Ayuk, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy. That is not a bad start. Let's see how we're going to be looking here. Team at 1 got Rome, I believe, past ADP. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I've seen him fall that far. So we're probably looking at a running back here, depending on what's on the board. Keon Coleman, it's kind of crazy him going all the way in the 7th round when I think it was 2 or 3 years back, Gabe Davis was like a 3rd round pick. I think we might take Keon Coleman here, and then we're kind of open to taking any of these other running backs on the way back around. These guys are all in like similar tiers. I think we take Keon Coleman, see what happens. He's in a great offense. Could have some spike weeks for us. I mean, he's a rookie, so we don't know what his ceiling is yet. And any of these other running backs are kind of like, I'd be happy to get any of these guys here. Jonathan Brooks, maybe not so much, just because he's going to, who knows how he's going to start out the season. If he's going to be hurt, he might be limited at the beginning. But in a tournament like this, we're really just optimizing for weeks 15, 16, 17. So I still think he could be a solid pick down the stretch. They're going to give him some run later in the year, and I think he'll be solid. Jaylen Warren could be a sneaky pick. Ramondre Stevenson just got paid. I know he's in a terrible offense, but he just got paid, so I mean that would at least help reinforce your decision to take him. I think here maybe we just shoot for Jonathan Brooks. Just see what happens. Who knows his upside? He's going to be in a bad offense, but I think we take a shot with him. So, here's what the team is looking like right now. Not a bad start. We got good receivers. A couple of rookies are okay when you got some veteran guys in there. In the locker room, we're going to have some vets. Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Ayuk. Couple rookies at receiver. Worthy correlates or stacks with Patrick Mahomes and Kelce. We got Keon Coleman. He's in a great offense. Jonathan Brooks, rookie running back. So we just took 3 rookies in a row. I don't know how I feel about that. Could be really good, could be really bad. But I think with the rookies, you just kind of take your chances. See what these other teams are looking like. That team at 1, I really liked it. They just stacked Dak with CD. They already have 2 tight ends. I didn't even realize this team at 4 got sniped on their Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson stack. They got sniped on that. So I do like to have, in an ideal world, I would like to have 5 receivers right now, just because if you can see coming up, these receivers aren't the greatest. Kind of makes more sense to take a running back here. I think we take. It's not the greatest pick in the world, but I think we just take Brian Robinson. Get a veteran presence in the running back room. He's going to get some touches. I know he has some competition there with Eckler now, but I do still think Brian Robinson is a solid pick. Just in this round, late 9th. He was a smash last year. If you drafted him last year, he produced way more than expected, that's for sure. So now the question is, if Shakir falls, do we take him and get him and Coleman? Or do we just take Trey Benson, another rookie? I would have liked it if Josh Palmer fell back to us. Or do we just take Goddard? Well, I didn't queue up anybody, so we got Shakir. Kind of dropped the ball there. But it's all good. He's not a terrible pick. We needed a receiver. He stacks with Keon Coleman, so at this point we're kind of betting on the Buffalo Bill offense, which is fine with me. Would have been nice to have Josh Allen to go with them, but hey, you can't have everything. We have Patrick Mahomes, Kelce stack. That's still solid. Let's see what's going to fall back to us here. I don't know what I just did to my OBS, but it's now taking out my entire screen. So coming back around, we're kind of looking running back here. At this point, we have 5 receivers, 3 running backs, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end. Quarterback, tight end is Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, which is a dream stack. What's going on, my guy? Hope all is well, brother. Good to see you in the chat. If Jerome Ford, I think we take Jerome Ford here. He's going to get some work early in the season. We could always take Jerome Ford and then take Nick Chubb on the way back right here. I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. I think a wide receiver might be more ideal. We'll see what falls. So he took Nick Chubb. Kind of makes our decision a little bit easier. We already have Jonathan Brooks, so the Xavier Legette pick wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and then it would give us some more stacking options with Bryce Young later. I think we go there, take Legette here, and then I really hate to say I'm betting on Carolina's offense, but that's tough. But he just gives us some good stacking options later in this draft. I kind of like our team so far. It's nothing too crazy, but I think that start there with Bijan, Ayuk, Diggs, Kelce, Mahomes, and then even Worthy right after that is a dream start. And I just gotta figure out how to land this plane now, because we took off. Now I just gotta figure out how am I going to land this plane. It's going to be an interesting one. For all you guys that didn't know, I actually won my home league last year, my fantasy league last year. We won, took first place. It was my first time ever winning. I've been the commish of that league for, I would say officially since 2017, but I believe we started before that. But it's that's as far as the ESPN league goes back. So we'll say 2017. So about 7 years, 6 years, I guess. My 6th year, I won 2023 champ. It was about time. It was a long time coming. I need to have the chat pulled up. About to be on the clock. on the clock. I would not mind a Kirk Cousins and Darnell Mooney stack. I think I'm just going to pull the trigger on Kirk. I think I'll pull the trigger on Kirk Cousins. Hopefully Mooney falls back our way. I don't think he will. But we have Bijan, so I guess there's a little bit of correlation there with Kirk. And yeah, Mooney goes right after. So not the worst thing in the world. We still do have a little bit of correlation. And I might take Tyler Algier here if he falls. It's not really something I'm crazy about. I don't really like to take handcuffs in a best ball draft. And he goes anyways, so don't even have to bother. I think we might take Jalen Wright if he falls to us here. He's going to be on a good offense. Don't know what his playing time is going to look like, but all it takes is an injury to one of those guys, Mostert or Achane. He's got some playing time. So then we pull the trigger. Jalen Wright here. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. Just checking out some other teams. Not bad. Not a bad start at all, I would say. Did the Josh Allen team get any of these players? Did we snipe? No. We actually sniped Keon Coleman from that Josh Allen team. And then they did not take Shakir, and instead they took Shaheed and Singletary. We ended up taking Shakir after them. I kind of was thinking Dallas Goedert there too. But that was the pick. We didn't queue anybody up, so we kind of dropped the ball. But it's all right. Maybe it was for the better. Maybe Shakir just has a crazy season. Who knows? Maybe he catches 10 touchdowns. Wouldn't that be a dream? So coming around here in these last rounds, we just got to polish this team out. We're going to need another tight end for sure. We should be good with two quarterbacks with Kirk and Patrick Mahomes. They have different bye weeks, which is a good thing. That helps us out a little bit. We don't take a third QB. Even if their bye weeks were the same, yeah, we'd miss out on a week of points. It's not the end of the world. So falling to us here. We could either go, I kind of want to go either Roman Wilson or J.K. Dobbins. Looks like we're going to end up taking Roman Wilson. About 10 picks past ADP, which at this point in the draft, it's hard to say that's much of a value. It's kind of, at this point, it's kind of like take your guy. So I'm thinking maybe instead of J.K. Dobbins here, we'll see if he falls. So I don't think he will. So I think we could maybe take a Jonnu Smith. He just got paid 2-year $10 million from Miami, so maybe he ends up getting a few touchdowns. I mean, he had 3 touchdowns last year for Atlanta. I think more than that. I don't know if they counted his rushing. That's a little box score right there. We're going to take Jonnu Smith. He's in a great offense. He got paid. That's just some things I look for. Are they in a good offense? They just got paid. So obviously the team wants them there. They're not going to pay them to not use them. So I think that's a pretty decent pick for a tight end too in the 16th round. Jonnu, I've been taking a lot of him. It's probably need to even out my exposure with these other guys, but I have been taking a lot of likely on my Lamar Jackson teams. I take a decent amount of Otten, not crazy amount of Otten. Okonkwo, I think I've only drafted him a few times. I do take a lot of Fant. I do take a lot of Sanat. Just after Sam Laporta's rookie year, I've just been shooting for the moon with these rookie tight ends. I doubt his season will ever be, I don't want to say ever, but it's very unlikely that his rookie season will be duplicated. What a year he had for the Detroit Lions. For all you guys that don't know, I am a big-time Lions fan. So I'm definitely rooting for them this year to do something crazy. All right, so we're about to be back on the clock here in a few picks. Just got to land this team. It's looking like we're going to need, I think we either go 2 more running backs or a running back receiver to end it. Maybe we take a little OBJ. A little OBJ to have some correlation with Jonnu. Hey, I appreciate that. Green is a great color. There's nothing like logging on to any kind of sports gambling app and seeing those green check marks. So I like to keep it green. Man, isn't it just the worst when you put in that long shot parlay? You log in, you're scrolling down, you just see that one red X next to your 7 green check marks. Could have won your paycheck for the week. And instead, your $10 was a donation. But hey, I'd rather put $10 on a parlay than on a lot of things, so I think we take running back here, end the team. Maybe we take a little Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We have Patrick Mahomes. He correlates somehow, I guess. Yeah, I think we do that. We already got some Kansas City Chiefs going, so let's take Clyde Edwards, end the team. Not a bad draft. Not a bad draft. After starting Bijan, Ayuk, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, I think we brought it home pretty decent. We'll see what happens. You never know. But that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow for another draft. We'll see.